Hi everyone! I've got to start the video with a wow. Yesterday I had the honour and privilege of photographing and videoing Raelene Byrne's latest crystal workshop. She shared so much throughout the day. I can only really provide you with glimpses of what she offers you. I personally also don't think that any two workshops would be the same. Raelene continues to download information, and everything she downloads, she shares with us. It's about sharing, and that's what she says. I hope that through the video of her, the photos, and the words of other people that were there yesterday really can show you and give you the feel of what you will gain by being there. And whenever your heart and mind and soul is open and ready to receive, you'll be at the right workshop for sure. So enjoy, and I hope you do have the opportunity to be at one of her workshops. Thank you.
Do you all understand what's going on energetically on the planet first with the lineup for 2012? Okay. So, here's our Earth. This is just very briefly to give you some history here. Here's the Earth. Here's the centre of the universe, actually. This is the very core where everything exploded from, where all matter, light, energy, and everything's come from. From here, we've got all these arms, which are like Milky Ways, radiating out. Hundreds of thousands and millions of galaxies. This whole universe is just expanding constantly. So we've got all these Milky Ways going on. Earth is on one of these. This is our Earth. Around about here is another star system, the Pleiades. You've all heard of the Pleiades? The central sun of the Pleiades is called Alcyone. Excuse my writing, but you'll get it. And what's happening in 2012, the end of the Mayan calendar, this is all very brief, is that this centre of the universe, this Alcyone, which has got its own star system, our Earth is orbiting this. It takes 26,000 years for our Earth to orbit this particular star system, and this whole arm is going around the centre of the universe. It takes 225 million years for this to do this whole circuit. So at the end of 2012, December the 21st, centre of the universe, Alcyone, our Sun and our Earth all line up. It's the first time in 225 million years. That's why the Mayan calendar and what's going on is so important. We are lining up for it. And the 11-11-11 gateway is the big start. We've already been in process for it. Already been in the big process. We're leading up to it. But we're just about in free fall. Some of you have heard me say this before. We're just about ready to hit free fall, and we're off. It was wonderful. And he was on the stage, and there was all the intellectual Buddhists up there with him, all speaking. And this one guy spoke for 20 minutes non-stop about happiness. And at the end of it, the whole crowd shuffled. You could hear them all moving, and you could hear people saying, "Oh God, I've got to write that down. I don't understand a word of what he said, but I've got to write that down." And I was with my business partner, and he looked at me and he said, "Crumbs, what was all that about?" And I went, basically for 20 minutes all he said was, happiness is something you choose. Keep it simple. But in an academic world, and I've got some beautiful friends who are academics, their language is their language, and what we're talking about is a different language here. So it's just getting clear on what your language is, and for me, I try and keep things as simple as possible, because I believe what I do, we all have access to. We can all do it. We just have to know that we can do it, and we have to trust ourselves. Okay?
I've known Raelene Byrne for a little while now. I've had some healing done with her. I go to her meditations. So having the opportunity to come today and learn more incredible stuff from her jumped at me and I went, yes, I'm going to take it. What I love about Raelene is her integrity, her wisdom, her beautiful, beautiful heart, and already, we're only up to lunchtime now, I've just learnt so much. And the most important thing for me is when I'm listening to her speak, it's resonating with me on a level that is just quite profound. So thank you, Raelene, and can't wait for the rest of it.
With you guys is, some of you had healings from me, you know that these talk to me. I mean, I hear their information, and we can all do that. Every single person can do it. We often pick up a crystal, and some of you may know this. We often pick up a crystal and we'll go, oh, this is making me feel wobbly, this is making me feel weird, or oh, I'm shaking, or whatever. Has anyone had that experience?
You feel the heat in them too.
Often people grab a crystal and have a reaction like that and go, oh, I must need it. I'm going to buy it. What if that reaction is your body saying you don't need it? What if it is like too positive of magnet repelling and you don't need it? Often the crystals that we need, we won't feel anything. And that's where people get challenged, because they want to have a reaction.
When we come back on,
My name's Lauren Jackson, and I've had several healings with Raelene over the years and have been fortunate enough to attend a lot of meditations, and I decided to come along today to the workshop to learn some tools and tips that I can implement them in my life on a day-to-day basis, using crystals and chakras. And I'm very grateful to be here. It's a beautiful, nurturing environment, and of course to get any wisdom that's passed on from this wonderful lady is very exciting. So I'm very glad to be here. It's been a wonderful experience.
Be mindful of how you walk on the planet. Be really mindful of how you clonk your feet along. You know, walk with an intention. So every morning when I wake up, I set the intention that every footstep I take each day is allowing healing to pass through me into the planet. That I am a conduit of healing, of energy flowing through me. And I try to be very mindful of how I walk. And if you sort of sit back and watch, you'll see some people plod along. Some people drag their feet, shuffle. But you know, if you're walking and you've got that intention of walking lightly on the planet, you know, imagine how that's going to be for the earth and how that's going to be in you, your light. You know, and the only way I can describe this is if you ever sit and watch black cockatoos. When they land in a tree, the branch hardly moves. And they're big and they look heavy, but they'll land and the branch hardly moves. And you look at it and go, that's what lightness is. That is that embodying everything that they are, but not affecting anything else. So this is something just to be mindful of. And it works with our base chakra, what's going on. Just put your feet on the earth and take a few breaths and imagine the energy stream is like roots of the tree going into the earth. That's all you have to do. And you'll get that breath going, and you'll just start to feel like, oh, yeah, I'm actually here in my body now. I'm actually here.
After holding the hematite and the pyrite, I did feel very balanced. The hematite felt very feminine. It was a beautiful, beautiful energy, whereas the pyrite was definitely felt more masculine. Sort of felt a bit of conflict as the two energies merged, but felt a complete sense of balance afterwards. It was a beautiful, energy.
Okay, so I couldn't end the video without sharing with you what really resonated with me, and that's the word intention. I now know to really ask through every step of my journey the intention of everything I do. So for example, when I hold a crystal, like what's the intention of connecting with the crystal and the use? And when I do readings and healings, like what is my intention then? And something as simple as what Raelene was explaining yesterday, simple yet profound. When we walk, do we walk with intention? I think that's a really important question. So thank you, Raelene. It was an amazing day. Like I said, that was just one little thing that I took away from it. You are a beautiful spirited woman and you touch everybody. So thank you. Mwah.